Hi, this is Dan Lok. You're about to sit front row and center at my consulting and coaching business workshop. If you are thinking of becoming a coach or consultant, or if you're a service provider, or if you're already a consultant and coach, I think you'll find some very powerful strategies. I'm going to show you exactly how you go from $0 to $100,000 a year in income, or how to go from $100,000 to making $1 million a year as a coach and consultant. Enjoy. Let's just define this. What exactly is consulting, and what's the difference between consulting and coaching? So tell me, what do you think is the difference? What's the difference? From your perspective, the difference between coaching and consulting. Yes, Stephen?
A coach listens to you.
A coach listens to you.
And helps you come up with your own conclusions.
Okay, so helps you come up with your own conclusion. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
A consultant.
Consultant?
Listens to you and then tells you what to do.
A consultant listens to you but gives you advice of what to do. I like that. Yes?
The coaching is more like a mentoring.
Okay, coaching is more like mentoring. Okay. And the consulting is?
It's just passing on the services on the spot.
Okay, just giving some advice on the spot. Okay, interesting. Yes?
From my experience, consulting does the work for you, and coaching shows you how to do the work.
Okay, so consulting maybe in some cases, they do the work, they do some implementation for you. Coaching just, hey, here's what you do.
Yeah, just
Interesting.
tells you
Possible,
how
yes.
you can do it.
Yes.
The
Andre?
way I understand it, consulting is about answers to very specific questions, whereas coaching is more about figuring out strategies.
Okay, so consulting is helping you solve very specific problems. Coaching is more just strategy, like bigger picture.
Yeah.
Okay, you see how those answers very different, right? That's the first fucking problem. People don't even know, are you a coach or a consultant? I don't know, I'm a little bit of both.
The king of high ticket sales, world's highest paid consultant, media celebrity, multi-millionaire entrepreneur, acclaimed TEDx speaker, international best-selling author, Dan Lok.
They don't even know the difference. And that's a problem, because as you go into the marketplace, when you are trying to articulate your expertise, people get confused. You have to go into the marketplace knowing most people actually don't know. Look, we're entrepreneurs, most people actually don't know what exactly a coach is supposed to do. They have a rough idea, but they're actually not very clear. Okay, so let me define it for you. Would that be helpful? Yes. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So definition of a consultant is the best definition I've ever heard of. Someone who knows 101 sex positions but can't get a date on a Friday night. I thought that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Someone who knows 101 sex positions but can't get a date on a Friday night. So sometimes a consultant, they know a lot of answers. They know a lot of things, but sometimes they can't actually solve the basic problems for their clients for their own. Okay? So let's talk about what is consulting. A consultant is an individual who has specific knowledge in his or her area of expertise and is paid to implement or advise in this area. Okay, is paid to implement advice in this particular area. A consultant can work with an individual. A what? And what? Or a company, but does not usually have the relationship quality as does a coach. Okay, the relationship quality, I'm going to get into that. Consulting focuses on usually problem solving, strategies, execution, action plans, and goal. So give me some example of different types of consultants. Management consultant, yes. Give me some more. Technology consultant, yes. Sales consultant, yes. Matchmaking consultant, yes. So relationship consultant even, marriage consultant, yes. Tax consultant, yes. There's specific knowledge about a certain tax code. Law, also consultant, yes. So different types of consultant. Usually one area of expertise, sometimes includes implementation. So that's consulting. So what is coaching? Coaching is a little bit different. Coaching has become now more popular in the last 10 years, I would say. It's a new set of specialized skills where you're working with an individual or group to help them to focus on particular goals. Now, usually when I say a coach, people would think of like a basketball coach, a football coach, a fitness coach, where you have a goal and they kind of work alongside with you and motivate you and guide you and maybe give you some tips on how to get there. Okay? So that's a coach. So a coach works with his or her client, this particular client, to constantly motivate and guide the individual to achieve greater heights. How many ever had a personal trainer before? I work with some kind of personal trainer. You know that sometimes when you go work out yourself, you do a couple of reps, you're like, fuck this is this hard, right? Let me just get some French fries, right? But with a personal trainer that you're paying, even though you feel like you want to do like 20 minutes, but you pay for an hour, and the trainer's like, pushing, come on, one more rep. You can do this. Oh man, I can't do this. Yes, you can do this. You can do this, right? That's what a coach does. It pushes you to greater heights. It pushes you, when you think this is how much I can do, they can push you to do some more. How many find that to be helpful sometimes, right? Yeah, so that's why I think everyone should get some kind of a coach in some way, in some areas of life that you want to improve. A coach can specialize in areas such as sales, wealth creation, health, personal success, spirituality, and just about anything that you can conceive. Anything that you can conceive. The problem is, I notice that in the coaching business, the coaching kind of movement, a lot of people who claim to be coaches, but they're actually very short on experience. That all the qualifications that they have as coaches, they've taken some kind of a course. They've gone through some kind of a training, and now they get certified. Oh, I'm a fucking coach. But they're actually short on experience. And that kind of that's a problem. That's what sometimes gives coaching a bad name. That in the marketplace, sometimes the clients, the prospects, they cannot tell the difference. Oh, you seem like a marketing consultant, and she seems to be like a marketing consultant, and he seems like a marketing consultant, but I can't tell the difference. Which one is good and which is not good. And sometimes that's what gives the coaching business a bad name. And they don't necessarily have the expertise or self-esteem to guide others to their destiny. And if you think about the whole coaching consulting business, look at the industry in general, I would say, generally speaking, and I'm just generalizing this, most of the time the quality is pretty bad. Pretty bad. Because think of it in our society, there are very few people who are excellent. Just like any business. Especially when it comes to coaching consulting. So, what have you learned from my talk? And how does it apply to you? And how do you take direct action? Comment below and let me know. If you have any other questions, you can also comment below. And don't forget, click on the subscribe button, turn on notification, and hit the bell. So every single time I upload a new video, you will get notified. If you want to watch my other videos, make sure you can check them out on the left. You can check out all the other videos that I have. We have hundreds of videos on YouTube. You want to expand on a topic? Check it out.